kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Check smash.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Schmidt. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Knighton only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-goal situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball. Not even defense. The guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. Guys, you might want to try to throw it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kramer. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Great first drive defensively. Third and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that one. He was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Schmidt.
And complete to Drake London.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run on first down.
Knighton. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job holding him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down.
That was his first time in the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice extension there to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On 3rd down. Schmidt.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Knighton.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. He finds some open field here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Here's Pierce. It's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Kramer. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Down, Kramer, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point preferred by as well. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On the ready.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Schmidt. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to get it.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibility. They did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Schmidt. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Set, ready.
They'll run on 1st down.
Knighton.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Garza.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Down. Blue set. Set.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Faking the give, now Watson.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. How about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is caught. It's blown. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point. That is going to tie the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Schmidt looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got real clear speed, but this guy might. So let's go with the starter's pistol. Let's go. You've got him. You've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Schmidt. That's complete right side to Komet. Nifty move. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got a man, that's Lazard. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Watson's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back, Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down now. It's Kramer, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watson, off play action. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Kramer. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer, a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Forced out to his left. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
They'll run, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Probably you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they take over the precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
To throw from his end zone. Schmidt will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 4 yards there. And brings up 35 now.
I get the same thing with the good man in his mind. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun. Schmidt out left side here to Bryant. Yeah, it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. Fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Allen Lazard from 10 yards out. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point controlled by Boswell. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's play together.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Schmidt going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. It's third down. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Schmidt over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Watson on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This pass is caught by London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Off the play fake. Schmidt. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them by the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Will look to throw. And that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's CleveChris21 now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. Complete, it's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the counter. Kramer. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Right, number 7, steal, check, steal. Ultra, go ultra.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And with that
he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Kramer. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Again, it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Watson. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. That goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Smith here. And past the 40.
before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hey, go get it.
They'll run on first down. Knighton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. It's a second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, he presses to throw the football.
You can't do it in this situation. You can really get time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. Able to find Kmet, and he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be fourth down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Can't we score?